I welcome Pradeep Bhati of the Samajwadi Party, Vivek Srivastav, Santosh Mehrotra, Professor Santosh Mehrotra, Ratan Sharda, Ambassador Deepak Vora, General Bishambar, they are in the studio. I want to ask General G.D. Bakshi to start this discussion. Venezuela, lessons for India. Deep state is at work. Trump is going to get even worse and more difficult to handle. Right? Progressively, he's got more control over oil. He's going to push India a lot. What do we do to prepare?
Arnab, as a military man, we have been watching this closely and we have very patent, obvious lessons to learn. The law of the jungle seems to be operating at the global level now. Might is right, and you can carry out smash and grab operations. The United States very specifically chooses weak adversaries, militarily weak pansies that it can make an example out of by overwhelming concentration of power at that point of application. They have a standard rule book. Take a look back at what happened to Iraq in 2003. You demonize Saddam Hussein, say he's building weapons of mass destruction. What you want is his oil. And then you go and get that oil. You bribe the corps commanders, the divisional commanders of the Republican Guards. Instead of fighting, they quietly slink away, hoping that in the new dispensation, they will be given higher pays. And then they end up becoming the ISIS. Saddam Hussein is tortured and hung, right? But then what happens, Arnab? There is a lesson that America has failed to learn. That lesson is that the Russian advisors told the Iraqis to go guerrilla. 8 years of a guerrilla warfare campaign, and the Americans had to run out of Iraq. $3 trillion down the drain, thousands of body bags. Same thing happened in Afghanistan, which was even weaker. There it took 20 years, but the route was as bad as it was from Vietnam. Arnab, I want to point out one very significant thing which seems to have been missed in all these analyses.
Yeah.
There was triumphalism on display in Washington. We have bashed Venezuela, we can bash any country in the world. They were more or less suggesting
very ugly.
Do it to India. What has happened in Venezuela? But what has happened in Venezuela? Rodriguez, the vice president, who was supposed to have fallen in line, she has said, we will not become a colony of the United States. We will fight. We will wage guerrilla war if we have to. Their trade unions will say, we'll ensure that not a drop of oil goes out. So I think there is a lot of slip between the cup and the lip. I'm amazed that the Americans did not work out an exit strategy. They did not define their end goals. They did not define a time horizon. If tomorrow America has to send in boots on the ground, there will be body bags, sir. It will not be as neat and casualty-less
but the American deep state, if you see even Pete Exit's comments and some after that, the American deep state is extremely overconfident now because of the lack of any response